sing a happy song together, and we'll all be a happy family.
Well, hi, welcome back to the channel. So, looking again at this Theremin and how I've progressed with it. I wasn't here last week, so there's been a little bit of a gap. So here's the next video in the series. Now, the way I'm working is to make the videos short and then put them into a playlist. So if anyone's watching this and sees it's just a short video, go and look in the playlist section, and some of the later projects that I've done are there in their entirety, so you can watch them in one episode after another, or pick out the ones you're particularly interested in. So I've progressed, and I've now got the board quite well populated. In fact, pretty much completed, apart from the hang on a minute, what's all this bread? There we are. And so yeah, all I've got to do is add the coils. So there's 2 coils for these holes here and here. Let's point with this hole here and here, and these 2 brackets at the ends will hold the 4 coils. Now I'm leaving those to last because they obviously get in the way quite a bit. Now the other side of this, as you can see, I marked out with a Sharpie where the tracks would have gone if it was a printed circuit board. I think I covered that in the last video. Now what I've done is added links. So I've linked where the possible component leads together, and I've also got the positive rail coming in here, all on one copper wire. There was also a long link that went right from here to here, so I did that with a piece of single core insulated wire, just to join those 2 points together. And on the other side, you can see this link. This is as specified, the routing of it. That's how they specified it should be routed. So again, I've used an insulated piece of single core wire. So that's quite solid. It's not going anywhere. Now, a lot of components had to be made up because I didn't have the right values. So an odd thing was 330k resistors didn't come in the packs I got, so I had to make those up. So here there's a couple of them. There's one here, it's got 2 together, and a third one in the middle. Now those, I had one left over, and I thought, well, how come I've got one left over? Because it does specify in the component list that there are 3 33k resistors. So I looked at this, and sure enough, there are R2, R5 and R18 are 33k resistors. Now, when I looked at this, what I was doing was I was working from this plan, which somebody has drawn out, and I found that there were 2 marked as R7. So there's an R7 there, and there's also an R7 there. So I'd looked at my component list at R7, and I put in the appropriate value, which was 1k. So I put a 1k there and a 1k over here. So I went back to the circuit diagram, and I found that one of the resistors was marked on this one as R5, and it should have been sorry, it's marked on here as R7, and it should have been R5, and R5 is over here, and that turns out to be the one in the middle, I think it was. So yeah, so I found a fault on that. I don't know if that's true of all the versions of this that are out there, but this one here particularly was wrong, and I've had to correct it. It's not R7, it's R5. So apart from that, it's gone together quite well. But what I would say is there are multiple reasons why this might not work. First of all, if again I go back to the component list, all the semiconductors are these days of unobtainium, so I've had to use the substitutes, which I've already described in an earlier video that I had available in a little kit, and I bought in some field effect transistors which were also not the originals. The only thing that is original that I've got plenty of, in fact, was a 1N34A diode, which is specified, and that's the actual one I've got. All the rest of the semiconductors, therefore, substitutes. The coils, well, couldn't get those either, so I made them, and again that's in an earlier video in this series. I probably won't have these black blocks on them. I'll probably fit them on here without, and make sure these can't move by wrapping some more Kapton tape around them. But what I have done is, the original specification was to mount the board on 4 standoffs behind the front panel, and I thought, no, that's not a great idea because it won't be easy to get access to it. My decision was to fit these angle brackets, which are exactly as they came. They were from the local hardware store, and these ones are cut down versions with the holes drilled out. So I fixed those on instead at the ends, so it will be mounted on a block of wood vertically, and then the front panel will be mounted in front there. So yeah, that's my departure from the specified build, because I think that'll be much easier. I'll be able to get at it, fault test it, and so on. And so that pretty much is it. That's as far as I've got now. As I say, the reasons why it may not work: not the original semiconductors as specified, and homemade coils. It's also, of course, not built on a PC board. It's built this way, but I don't think that will matter. So the next stage will be to think about how I'm going to fix this to a block and get these coils fitted, and we'll be coming up close to the time when I can actually test it and see if it does anything at all. I'm just hoping. So that's it for now, and thanks for watching. And it's becoming a bit more exciting now because we're getting close to the stage we can actually try it, and I can make a fool of myself by trying to play it, and my bread's getting a bit stale. It's gone really hard. So bye for now, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Sing a happy song together, fill the air with harmony. Sing a happy song together, that's the song to choose. For pushing away the blues, keep the heartstrings running, there's a good time coming, it will keep on humming.